In an age of widespread access to information, it is easy to mistake accumulation of facts for wisdom. True knowledge, however, is not merely about what one knows, but how that knowledge is used. As with a two-edged sword, knowledge has the power to protect and uplift, or to wound and degrade. It depends entirely on the intent and purity of the one who wields it. This thought resonates deeply in both spiritual and worldly life. Let us explore this theme through the timeless wisdom of spiritual masters, and especially through a powerful episode from the life of Shri Sitaramdas Omkarnath, a 20th century saint who embodied the ideal of sacred knowledge rooted in divine purpose. Discourse. He is a true writer who writes with a burning sincerity for the well-being of mankind. He is a true preacher who preaches only after acting up to what he preaches. And he alone can be called a real listener who puts into practice what has been preached. Means of disseminating knowledge have become proliferous nowadays, and these are often misused to spread knowledge which is untrue, unwholesome, demoralizing, or otherwise undesirable. Knowledge is a two-edged instrument which can be used or misused. It is up to the nature and object of the person who wields it. Knowledge which respects social and personal morality and religious principles is beneficial to mankind. It is, by its very nature, sacred and beneficial to man if founded on the abiding principles of morality and religion. Such knowledge is desirable and beneficial as augments mutual regard and goodwill between the rich and the poor, the learned and the unlettered, the young and the old, men and women. Such knowledge alone deserves to be spread. One should not disseminate knowledge which is likely to cause or augment hatred or disaffection between peoples and individuals, or spread disregard for moral discipline. They are not true scientists and technologists who bring forward inventions which only breed greed and selfishness, for they pave the way to the disintegration and destruction of humanity. Knowledge which does not impart and increase contentment is pseudo-knowledge. Only that knowledge deserves the name which enables us to understand the real nature of the universe. Since I call this my body, the real I is evidently not identical with it, is different from it. A Prapanchi person is one who knows only the tangible world, while a philosopher is one who understands the true nature of the world, the mystery of it. Happiness comes only from the knowledge of the subtle. The cosmic soul is like an ocean, whereas an individual is in every way no more than a drop in it. True philosophy is to realize the identity between the two. The importance, the greatness, the limitlessness, the prowess of Nama cannot be understood by dint of study, but only through the grace of a saint. It is the greatest good fortune to have complete faith in Nama. We should beware of this faith being shaken. True, firm contentment can only be achieved by ceaseless repetition of the divine name, with full, unshakable faith in the word of a saint. Personal reflection. Shri Sitaramdas. Omkarnath was not only a sage but also a prolific scholar and spiritual reformer. His deep understanding of scriptures never turned into mere intellectual pride, because he always emphasized the practical application of knowledge through namasmarana, or remembrance of the divine name. One powerful incident illustrates this. A highly learned scholar once came to challenge Omkarnath Baba with, these intricate questions from Vedanta. With utmost humility and kindness, Baba answered none of the questions directly. Instead, he simply gave the man a tulsi mala and said, "Go repeat the name of Rama 108 times a day, and your questions will begin to answer themselves." The scholar left, slightly offended, but as days passed, his heart softened. He began the practice reluctantly, then regularly, and soon he returned to Baba, shedding tears. "All my pride in knowledge has vanished. I now realize what you meant, that true knowledge arises only when the ego is dropped. Nama alone can pierce that veil." This simple yet profound act revealed the deeper truth. Knowledge is hollow unless it becomes wisdom through surrender, humility, and practice. True knowledge is not measured by the weight of books we have read or the complexity of concepts we can articulate. It is revealed in the purity of our actions, the sincerity of our intentions, and the humility with which we offer what we know for the good of others. Like a sword, knowledge can either protect or destroy. Let us wield it wisely, anchored in morality, and guided by the divine. As Shri Sitaramdas Omkarnath lived and taught, real knowledge is that which leads us back to God, not away from Him. Let our learning lead not to pride but to peace.